Hello everyone. In this lecture, I am going to discuss some more numerical example based on Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law. This is one of the problem where 4 ampere current source is given here, and these are the resistances, and 8-volt source is given here. And in this question, it is required to find the current in each resistor using Kirchhoff voltage law. So this problem can be solved very easily by using the Kirchhoff voltage law. So here we can see that this current source is in parallel with this resistance. So we can change this resistance and current. This current source we can change into voltage source. So once we convert it into voltage source, the circuit will look like this. The resistance has to come in series, and the new circuit will look like this. It is like this. Just it is converted now into this current 2 multiplied by 4. It will be 8 plus minus 8 volt will be here. Positive will be upside because arrow is upside, so positive will be upside. And this 2 ohm resistance will come in series, and this 5 ohm, and this is our 2 ohm resistance, and this is also 2. So now we have only two loop, and where we have to apply Kirchhoff current, Kirchhoff voltage rule. So let this current flowing here in this loop is I1, and in this current is flowing I2. So we have to apply, let this loop number maybe, this is the given as 1 and this is given as loop number 2. Means starting from here, here and here and then ending here. So the simple way is that okay, we have to write Kirchhoff voltage law for loop 1. So we can write Kirchhoff voltage law. So this I1 is current flowing in 2 ohm, 5 ohm and 2 ohm resistance. So based on our assumption, this current is flowing in this loop, but this 2 ohm resistor is common for I1 as well as for I2. So this I1 and I2 current will flow here for the 2 ohm resistance only, and for this 2 ohm resistance only I2 current is flowing, and this I1 is going in this 2 ohm, 4, 5 ohm and 2 ohm. So we can write Kirchhoff voltage law. So this I1 is going in how many resistance? 2 plus 5 plus 2, and we have to multiply it by I1 as Ohm's law. All the resistances, this I1 is going here, 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 so we have to add all these three resistances, and this I2 is coming in the opposite direction, this I2, so we have to subtract it by 2I2, and now we are meeting here as a negative terminal, so we have to write it as negative and it is equal to 0. So we can write this equation as 4 plus 5, it will be 9I1 minus 2I2 equal to 8. This is equation number 1. And similarly, we can write the Kirchhoff voltage law for loop number 2, KVL for loop 2. So we can write a KVL for loop 2. So we can see very easily this I2 is flowing in this 2 ohm resistance, coming here, going back again 2 ohm. So this I2 we can write 2 plus 2, very simple, multiplied by I2, and for this resistance the I1 is going in downward direction. So we have to subtract it by 2 I1, and when we go like this, so positive terminal first we encounter, so we have to write positive 8 equal to 0. So now this equation, we have the equation minus 2I1 plus 4I2 equal to minus 8. So we have two equation and two unknown, so we can solve very easily for the value of the current I1 and I2. So here, from here we can solve it very easily. So 2 can be taken common from here, and minus 2 I can take here. So I1 minus 2 I2, if I take minus 2 common here, and it will be equal to minus 8. So I1 minus 2 I2 equal to how much? It is 4. So this is equation number 3. So using 1 and 3, if we subtract 1 and 3, so we see here that I2 and I2 is here. If we subtracting equation to 3 from 1, equation 1. So if we subtract, so it will be 8 I1 equal to 4. 8 I1. 2 I2 will be cancelled out, and 8 I1 will be equal to 4. So I1 will be equal to 1 by 2, means 0.5 ampere. So once we know I1 0.5 ampere, so we can put in its value in any equation, and we can get the value of the I2 also. So from here we use this relation in this equation. So it is 0.5 minus 2 I2 equal to 4. So I2 will be equal to, from here we can write I2 will be equal to minus 3.5 divided by 2. Minus this come this side and this goes this side, so it will be equal to minus 1 point, it will be equal to minus 1.75 ampere. So it means we have got both the value of the current I1 and I2 we have solved. So I1 and I2 is now solved. Suppose if we want to find the value in the I1 is the current flowing in the resistor. I1 is current flowing in this resistor, 5 ohm and 2 ohm. So this current is now known. And for this 2 ohm value, current is for this resistor, the current is difference of I1 and I2. So if we write I1 minus I2, so difference of current, it means this direction will be downward. So I1 minus I2 will be, I1 is how much? I1 we have calculated 0.5, and minus, and I2 calculated minus 1.75. So it will be 2.25 ampere current. So here current flowing is 2.25, and here in this two element the current is I1, which is equal to 0.5 ampere, and in this 2 ohm resistance the current is flowing minus 1.75. It means current direction is this. So using KVL, applying the loop rule, we need to assume the current direction either in clockwise or in anti-clockwise, and whatever I have told, the direction of current will decide positive and negative, that already explained in part 2 and 3, which link is also shared in this video. Now I will take another problem also. Here one more problem, we can similar way we can also find this current in the determine current in 40 ohm resistor. So here we have to find the current. I will take here two method to solve it using Kirchhoff current law and Kirchhoff voltage law. So first of all, I am going to discuss using the Kirchhoff voltage law. So Kirchhoff voltage law, again same type of problem. We can solve it by assuming two current sources, two current like I1 and I2 flowing in two loop. I told you here, this current I1 will go 20 ohm, then 40 ohm, and then come back. And this I2 current will flow in 80 ohm and 40 ohm and then come back. But this 40 ohm has two currents, I1 as well as I2. So once we write the equation for both the loop I1 and I2, so using KVL, we can write the equation as this I1 is going in 20 ohm and in 40 ohm. So we can write this as sum of these two resistances multiplied by the current. So two resistances are 20 plus 40 and multiplied by I1 plus, not plus, it will be minus. So how much minus? It will be minus 40 I2, because this I2 is the current which is common for this loop. So I1 is going this side, I2 is coming upside, so it will be minus. And when we come from here to here, here, and going here, so we encounter here first negative. So we have to write it negative 24 equal to 0. So now it is 60 I1 minus 40 I2 equal to 24. So we can take 4 common and cancel out. 15 I1 minus 10 I2 equal to 6. So this is equation number 1. Because there are two unknowns, so we need two independent equation. So now writing KVL for equation, KVL for loop 2. So now we see this I2 is flowing here 80 and 40. So we have just to add these two resistance 80 plus 40 multiply by the loop current I2, and this I1 is also coming here. So we have to take it as negative 40 I1, and when we move from here to here, for first positive terminal is coming, so we have to write positive it here again equal to 0. So now it will be 40 I2, sorry, I1 plus 120 I2 equal to 36 minus 36. We can take a common also from here, and there are two equations and two unknowns. We have two equation and two unknown, so we can solve it for I1 and I2, and then we will get the value of I1 and I2. I am leaving this just for you can just solve it and you will get the value of I1 and I2. So this is another example of KVL. So now we're just taking common 4 and come like this. So if we multiply by 2 equation 1 and 3 by equation 3. So if we multiply 3 here, what we if we multiply here by 2, so what we will get? We will get here 30 I1 minus 30 I1 minus 20 I2 equal to 12. And another equation, if I multiply it here by 3, so it will be 30 I1 plus 36 I2 equal to, we are multiplying here by 3, so it will be minus 27. So this equation we are getting here like this. So just adding this will be cancel out, and it will coming like it will come here 16 I2 equal to, from here it is 5 and 1 minus 15. So I2 we will get here as minus 15 by 16, and this value I2 we can put in any equation and we will get the value of I1. So using this relation we can find the value of current I1 and I2, and in this question it is asked to find the current in 40 ohm resistor. So current in 40 ohm resistor will be current in 40 ohm resistor will be I1 minus I2 if it is going, if we are taking downward. If you are taking upside, then it will be I2 minus I1. So this is the our second problem that we have. You can solve very easily I1 and I2, just two variable equation very easily can be solved. So some calculation portion I am leaving for you. You can solve very easily. Now problem number third. This is there is another problem that consists of a dependent source. Here we will solve this problem again by using Kirchhoff voltage rule. or Kirchhoff current rule. Both rule I will apply here. So for Kirchhoff current rule, there is a we have to identify node. So here one node is let it this node has voltage VA. We have to apply Kirchhoff current law. So how many elements are connected here? We can see that three. One current going this side. So we have assumed that all the currents from this node is going outside, which is practically not possible. But for calculation simplicity, we will assume that all the currents are going outside from the node. So from this node, three branches are connected. So three currents are going outside. So KCL at node 1, KCL at node A is written as sum of all the current here, all the current. Let I am writing here, this current is I1, I2, and I3. So sum of all the currents will be 0. So from here, this current is going in this side. So from Ohm's law, the potential difference from here to here is, I'm writing it here, VA minus 12 divided by 6, Ohm's law. VA minus potential difference at this terminal, VA minus this divided by 6, because current is going outside, so this potential is assumed to be higher than this potential, plus current in this direction. The voltage is VA here, and minus of 20 I1 divided by 10, potential difference divided by resistance, Ohm's law, this is current, plus here VA minus 40, VA minus 40 divided by 20 plus 10, 30 equal to 0. This is Kirchhoff current law. So all the currents I have assumed here going outside. So this current is VA minus potential divided by this resistance equal to the current of this branch. And this branch is written like this. So we can certainly VA minus 12 divided by 6 plus VA plus 20 I1 divided by 10 plus VA minus 40 divided by 30 equal to 0. This is our equation number 1. But we notice here that we have only one equation, but how many variables are here? Two variables. One variable is VA, another is I1. So, but equation is 1. We cannot solve this equation unless until we have some value of I1 or VA. So from here we can see that the value of I1 we can write like, but the value of I1 we can write here, I1 actual value from here to here, I1 will be equal to VA minus 40 divided by 30. So this is our value of I1. So now we have two equation and two unknown. So we can find very easily the value of current I1. So once we know the value of current I1, we can also find the voltage at 10 ohm. So voltage, I am leaving this for you to solve the value of I1 using these two equation. So voltage, if it is voltage is required in 10 ohm, so you can write very easily I1 multiplied by 10 from Ohm's law. So this will be the voltage in this 10 ohm resistor. This is the problem actually taken from Nagrath book, and this is the problem number 2.12 from Nagrath book. So you can verify its answer. Its answer is, I'm just writing, its answer is probably 2.12. So 2.12 is the problem number 2.12, and its voltage is 0.6 volt. The voltage in 10 ohm is given as, it will come as 0.6 volt. So it means the value of current I1 will be 0.06. So you solve it and you will get the value of I1 equal to 0.06 ampere. So you need to solve it. I'm just giving you as a, you can share a solution and you check it, its answer is coming like this. So this is another example based on the Kirchhoff current law.